The cold case with a celebrity connection.
After, 40 plus years of not knowing what happened to him, now they actually might have some answers.
This mystery baffled police for decades. Human remains of a man found in a garbage bag. Now a break in that case is giving closure.
Confirmed that Frankie was a member of the band.
I'm very happy that we can at least put a name to his remains now and that we can get him back with his family.
That man was part of the legendary R&B band the OJs. News 5's Bob Jones first broke this story and shows us where the investigation heads now. But first, a warning. Some of this video may be disturbing.
It was a death with no dignity, human remains without a name, a murder that stunned the Twinsburg community. In 1982, workers at a business on Cannon Road made the terrible discovery.
They were in the back of their parking lot and saw a skull just sitting in the snow.
Inside a near garbage bag, there were other bones, which investigators put on display 39 years ago.
The remains were not complete. So that's sort of what we were left with from 1982.
Detective Eric Hendershot says it was just the beginning of multiple efforts to ID the man over the decades, including a sketch, a clay composite, and a News 5 feature on the cold case.
I don't think anyone deserves to lose their name forever.
Meantime, a Cleveland family continued to wonder what happened to their loved one, Frankie Little, who was in the Army and served in Vietnam, but seemingly vanished sometime in the 70s.
We didn't know what happened to him. We always wondered what happened, so we didn't know what happened to Frankie at all.
But DNA from a tooth and a femur would finally break the case wide open. The DNA Doe Project got involved, uploaded DNA to genealogical websites, and in October revealed the names of potential relatives. A DNA sample from Frankie's brother in Georgia revealed odds indicating it was 389 million times more likely the two men were brothers.
I can look at those numbers. And
Summit County Medical Examiner Dr. Lisa Kohler confirmed the oldest set of remains in the office were Frankie's. The cause of death hasn't been determined, but the case is ruled a homicide.
it was clear that there was a match here, that we had finally been able to put a name to these remains.
Identifying Frankie Little nearly 40 years after his remains were found in this area wasn't the only surprise. The detective would later learn Frankie had a connection to a famous R&B band, now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In the 60s, Frankie wrote songs and played guitar for the OJs, who started off in Canton.
He played guitar with the band in the studio and on tour.
So I don't know too much about the OJs at all. I went to see Frankie when he played in Cleveland with them. They were just like 16 or 17. They was young at the time.
The fact that he was a musician, and it seems like he had some degree of prominence at one point in time. I think that's just, it's neat to have that background.
But more importantly, Elias Chan from the DNA Doe Project says the identification brings answers, almost 40 years later, to Frankie's family.
The goal is just to kind of hang in there and commit to it, keep checking those matches, keep going down those lines, keep thinking innovatively.
Now we have closure now.
But the case isn't over. Investigators are trying to track down Frankie's son, who hasn't been identified. And the biggest question, who killed the one-time band member of the OJs?
Trying to find out how he got there and who could have put him there. That's, we don't know.
In Twinsburg, Bob Jones, News 5.
Fascinating stuff. Just a few hours ago, Bob spoke with one of the leading members of the OJs about Frankie being identified in this decades-old cold case.
This to me is very, I never would have thought that this would happen to him. I don't know why anyone would do him like that.
That was Eddie Levert. We will hear more from Eddie about Frankie and what he remembers most about his former bandmate. That's coming up tonight on News 5 at 11.